like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Like that.
Sitting here for the longest time.
My God, look at this baby. Look at
What
this.
did you find? What is it? Oh, it's
We've got a little larva.
oh, a tadpole?
sometimes
Couple,
goes
but
to-
it's so cute. Well, they're all cute.
What is it? Who's
Yeah, what is it?
identifying it?
I'm kind of stuck here.
It's a
so-
pollywog, it looks like.
Cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like to you?
That's what I remember, but it might be something else.
I don't know either.
It looks like one, yeah.
It's little, huh? That's good news. The
Well,
really
what
big
kind
ones
of
are-
what kind of frog is it going to be?
We do have chorus frogs and tree frogs down here that are real
Okay,
small like that.
I
You see the butterfly muddling with his proboscis?
Oh, I see that. Yeah. I think everyone's vaccinated. Are you vaccinated?
the butterflies there.
Where?
So many. Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh.
Wow, that is a trip, guys. There's like mineral water coming down.
Leaving here, how many tadpoles are
I
flying out
know
of here
that
as
it's
I
just
move here?
teeming with tadpoles. It's a healthy habitat.
Stay where the rocks are.
Yeah,
Give you a chance, yes.
it's nice, close by the city, but you're out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I'd have started earlier. I waited too long to start doing
Well,
this.
there's no time like the present. You got here just in time. I think it's super cool. Spiders.
Okay, if anyone happens to see one of those silver pups with a swollen stem, I'd really love to see it.
I don't think this one is going to make it.
Oh, and there's some mule ears here. What's it called?
Right? Traditionally, mugwort is believed that if you put it under your pillow, you'll dream about the person you're going to marry.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, right. You're, hey. I'll be right back. You're like,
Let me just take a nap here.
right, you're, hey.
Oh, no.
What are you taking a picture of?
Mugwort. Mugwort? Okay. No, maybe I think it's a fern.
So this is a California buckeye tree, and the cool thing is that in our history here in California, there is actually a scam that happened to people in the Midwest where they called this a California pear tree. And acres and acres of the California pear tree, you can do this. So yeah, so it was a trip. And so what happens is this tree is summer deciduous. So that means that it drops its leaves in the summertime when it gets hot. And it has these beautiful palmate like this, 5. And then it has, you can see the beginning of some of the flowers here. They'll get as big as bananas. They look like bananas covered in popcorn. And they smell wonderful. And then these really big fruits will grow off of it. It's like a giant nut. And it's covered in felt. And it looks like deer hide. So when it splits, it looks like a buck's eye. Like looking at you. If you're ever like living and roughing it out in the wild and your acorns fail you and everything else fails you, you can eat buckeyes. It's nasty. And you have to like slow cook them in the ground, like with a bunch of coals for like almost like 30 days or something crazy like that. Like they're just in there smoldering forever. And as soon as they're done, you have to eat them within like 4 hours or they go bad. So the second you expose it to air, that's it. So it's a survival food. It'll keep you alive, but it's a lot of effort and doesn't taste good.
I have a thing in my backpack, and I took my backpack off.
So they swindled people by telling them that those are California pears. They're not edible. When it's green, you can smash it and you can drop it in slow moving water and it will displace the oxygen. So it's not poison. It just dissolves all the oxygen in the water temporarily. all the fish can't breathe and they float up. So you grab them and you throw them out on the shore, you let the kids get them, you know, and stack them up and everything. And then as soon as the water keeps coming through, it replenishes the oxygen and the rest of the fish are fine. So if you get caught doing that though, it's considered a toxin by modern standards. It's cheating for fishing. So fishing game will get you for that. But in an emergency zombie apocalypse situation, you can get a lot of fish that way.
I think it's paintbrush, not
It's
oil.
paintbrush, one of the paintbrushes.
I just see a blue, but I saw the color.
Yeah, here, this part south, probably. Yeah.
It's one of the earlier flowers.
Gorgeous.
Indian paintbrushes are one of my favorites.
Mine too. It makes my day when I see them.
But this flower is so strange too, isn't it? It's different along the coast and up in the
Yeah.
Rockies.
And they're not exactly the same. You can tell things from the little bowl as far as the familiar stuff. Yeah. That's
Nettle, yeah.
I planted a bunch of like native wildflowers in my backyard, and they're like, it's because the soil was too good. That was terrible soil. You'd be happy.
You have a big backyard?
Yeah, it's a nice yard.
I don't know how much further it is in the garden. It's not a beautiful crescent. I don't think you go off this way with her. Which lake is this?
It's for the blackbirds, the ugly blackbirds.
We saw the snail already. Thanks. Want me to hold it for you?
No, I want you to watch.
Are you able to focus?
Such a cutie.
So vultures are actually known in ancient Egypt as the mother bird because they're very maternal and they have many generations living in the same family group. But they are perfectly evolved for what they do.
They
So,
clean
if you-
up carrion.
Exactly. They only eat dead stuff, right? And so they, if you think about the way their body is evolved, like they don't have any feathers on their neck or their head, and they have big holes in their beak right here, big air holes. So if it gets clogged, they can shake and they can still breathe. And then their legs don't have any feathers on them either, and that's because their stomach acid is really strong and their bodily fluids are really strong. So what they'll do is they'll stand in a carcass, and then they'll step out of the carcass and just go to the bathroom on themselves. Birds make an effort. They're like other birds, if you think about it, they stick their butt out. But vultures, no, they just poop on themselves. And birds don't have like a number one and number two. Just one thing. So they'll do that, and then but the thing is, like, you know, what would you think that their self-defense would be?
Not pooping.
It could be not pooping, it's even
No,
worse.
actually,
What do you think?
kicking you
They could kick you, it's even worse.
with the poop
Barf
on
on
you.
you?
They could poop on you, it's even worse. There you go.
Really?
So their stomach acid is meant to process things that have been dead and are covered in bacteria. It is really strong. So what they do is they vomit when they get really scared. So the first thing that will happen is their head is red, right? When they get angry, their head turns black. So that's the first warning.
Oh, really? Wow.
And that's like, oh, that bird's not happy. and then what they do is they'll just vomit. And if you're a mammal, it burns any mucous membrane you have. So your nose, your mouth, you're like, I can taste it. You know, your eyes burns.
Oh, interesting.
So if a coyote's trying to eat them and it gets too close and they throw up, it's like, I can't smell anything now. And he runs away.
But it's not really harmful, but it is
No, it's just disgusting.
okay.
It smells really
And
bad.
annoying. Very okay.
But they're very resourceful. So like when the danger's gone, they just recycle it.
But they never. But are they birds that?
okay.
And then while they're looking at him, he goes, all down the hood of a car, and we were doing Starry Nights here, or the New Year shower. So people walked up the road and they had different spots. Like you could come out here and lay down if you wanted to.
But I'm
And
glad.
all of a sudden they ran down the trail.
Okay, we're gonna leave you.
Fortunately, everybody else was already seated, you know.
How many? I just see one.
There's two to our right, but I don't know where they went. They're probably hiding in the bushes.
Oh, there. See, there they are.
One's over there in the grass. You can see it. It's moving for the parents now.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I gotta take a picture with Eek and see what happens.
Okay, look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? This is a beautiful flower garden.
Oh my goodness, so many of them.
I know there's so many of them.
I want to live here.
It's beautiful. Oh, what?
Oh, I think you have chia here too.
Yeah, lots of chia.
chia.
Yeah, lots of Kias here.
Oh, kia? Is that how it's pronounced? Kia?
Chia.
Chia.
Chia pet.
Woo! But I love the mariposas.
They're so pretty.
Aren't they? Boy, this has grown tall too.
Oh, wow. Oh, here, there's bugs in it. Lots of bugs in it.
Oh, that is lovely. Oh, we've seen such a variety of flowers
It'd
today.
be great to have it all pop up on the map.
Yeah.
I was looking at that, I'm like, I see like one.
What? We're back already?
There's so many in my
What
backyard.
happened?